Okay, so today we are doing a French dip sandwich, and this is one of my favorite sandwiches. There's absolutely nothing French about it, but don't worry about that. It doesn't matter. It's so good. So what you want is a thin cut of beef here, something that you would use for like roast beef or something like that. Just really thinly cut, okay? We're going to get salt and pepper on there and season it up. And here we have some fresh cracked pepper. Don't substitute dried, already in a packet pepper for fresh cracked pepper. It's not the same thing. Okay, so we're going to boil some water, and we're going to throw our meat into the water, and then we're going to put it on a high heat. Now the trick here is that we are not trying to cook the meat through, okay? We're going to cook the meat in a pan later, okay? So what we actually want to do here is keep kind of the inner pink of the meat intact. So as soon as that gets sort of on the edges, it's still a little pink, but it's it's mostly brown through. It's about 1 minute or 2 minutes. It's very quick, okay? Cut the heat, drain out all that meat, and that will be the basis for our au jus soup, which is the soup that will go with this sandwich. The ultimate soup and sandwich combo, I think. But you can see some of the pink is still in there. It's not quite done yet. It's not quite ready for eating, but it's perfect. We're going to cook it up later, okay? So I use red onions. That's a nice little touch. You could try that. They're very sweet. You can use normal onions, but here's a nice little trick for cutting onions. Cut off the head there. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. And then instead of cutting off the stem, the root here, cut it transverse, okay? Cut through the root. And why would you do that? Well, look, we kept this intact, and now the onion is going to be held together. So when we slice this, it's not going to fall apart like you see a lot of time. Okay, so throw that onion into your soup, half of it. Reserve half of it, which we're going to use for the meat filling, okay? So get half of it in here, get the heat back on, and then as soon as it boils, get it down to a simmer, and we're going to just add one little nice flavor here, which is, of course, one of my best favorites, balsamic vinegar. Okay, so balsamic vinegar goes into there, gives it some richness, some sweetness, and so now we are frying our onions, and we're just going to give it a medium heat until they're nice gold, or they're purple, so some kind of a color, a golden-ish hue. Okay, and as soon as those get caramelized and soft, throw in our meat. Okay, and this is very quick. Okay, so we have it on medium heat, and we just, for maybe 20 seconds, cut the heat, just let it kind of calm down. It'll be cooked, don't worry, the pink will be gone. So then pick your favorite Frenchy style bread, a French bread or a baguette, whatever. Here's my little method for toasting it, okay? I just use the fry pan. I still have the onion juices, the meat juices in there, okay? And I'm just going to put it on a high heat, press it down with a tool, and that's going to kind of crust over this one side with a delicious, crackly crust. You can use any kind of filling. You can use mustards. You can use whatever you had lying around. I had this homemade barbecue sauce, and that really was delicious. I also recommend trying a mustard sauce or a Dijon mustard sauce, but don't let anyone make fun of you. Any sauce will work with this, okay? It's going to be delicious, but you want a little something to add some flavor and some moistness. Now, the real purpose of making this sandwich is so that we can load on delicious succulent meat and these absolutely delicious sweet caramelized red onions, okay? So pile it on. Do not be stingy at the end here. This is where it counts. Pile it on so that when you take it in your hands, squeeze it up and bring it towards your mouth, it's going to be a special lunch. It's going to be the ultimate sandwich and soup combo. That is just one of the classics. I am thoroughly convinced that you will enjoy it. Give that a shot. Give it a try.
Food graffiti!